Play starts. Is this young team ready for what they're about to face?
Oh gosh, who knows? We just watched some tape on our Rutgers game and just love the intensity. If we bring the intensity we did on the defensive end, like I know we can, it's exciting. But it's a grueling conference. It's a conference that we got to come ready to play every night, and to open up South Carolina there, and then to come back and play Georgia. It's a tough road. But we started off the year kind of in that fashion too, on the road, 3 out of 40 games.
Yeah,
so.
Who'd you make mad in the conference office? They open you up with South Carolina and Georgia.
I don't know, but it is what it is, and I think our pre-conference schedule will help us.
Jasmine Phillips, she missed, I think, the last 6 games. What is her status right now?
She will have the opportunity to play at South Carolina.
How can she help you guys?
Well, she's a great defender. I think she stayed in decent shape, so I think that she's good at money, and I think she's obviously going to be a little rusty because she hadn't played in a while, but from the defensive standpoint, she'll give us a little extra bonus of somebody who can defend the basketball.
Will you extend your bench? I mean, you kind of tightened it up on Sunday. What's your thoughts going into South Carolina in terms of how you might get your rotation?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to use our bench. I think they're athletic. We're athletic. We both run the basketball. We both play hard on the defensive end, so I think it's going to be a physical game, very demanding as far as being in shape. So, yeah, I anticipate playing a lot of people.
Talk about what they've done down there. I mean, they had a great year last year. She loses 4 starters, and they're not missing a beat this year. Just talk about where she's got that program.
I think it's a sign of Dawn and her ability to teach and get her young players to follow. And I think she stays on them. She's pretty demanding. Defense is a priority for her, and they respond. And so if you can get players to buy into your system and respond, that's a sign of a very good basketball team, and I think that's what Dawn's done.
Do you think, what she's been able to do there, do you give a different appreciation for it, given what you went through last week with this group? When you're in that head chair, there's a lot of challenge involved in trying to get them to do what you want them to do, or more challenge involved.
That's true, and I think it's how you're going to get them to play at their best level, and I think Dawn understands it from her team, and I think the more I'm involved with this team, the more I understand it. And I told them in the locker room we had 2 to 3 really grueling practices, and the result was how we played against Davidson and Rutgers. So that's not going to change. We're going to continue to be tough on them, and they're going to have to respond. And I think they did so in the games that we played.
Are you concerned at all about your stress defense so much? Your 3-point shooting is sagging some. Are you concerned about that or not?
We haven't done a lot of offensive breakdowns, a lot of offensive shooting, so something's got to give. And I thought the defense was very important to us to get our fast break going, to get our offense going. So I kind of had to make a decision, and I think it paid off probably defensively, but our 3-point shooting does need to get better.
Do you intend to spend more time on it, or have them spend more time on it?
Well, not today. We're going to stay with our defense, but they're going to have to get in the gym on their own. And then tomorrow and the next day we'll spend a lot of time.
Holly, do you feel like you're jumping back into it a little bit? You had the 2 games against non-conference teams, and obviously you're back in the SEC, but they've got 1 loss, and is it almost like you're jumping back into a Stanford, Baylor kind of deal?
I think so. I mean, South Carolina, they were ranked high in the SEC. They were ranked above us, so I mean it's a opportunity for us to come out and I think play South Carolina tough there. I mean, they beat us here last year, so if somebody thinks going to South Carolina is a pushover, it's crazy because they have the mindset of their coach. They play hard.
I know they took Stanford to the wire and gave them a fit. Outside of that, they're a bit of a mystery. I mean, what do you anticipate, I guess, Thursday night down there?
Well, I think they're going to come with us with everything they have defensively, try to turn us over, try to score early with transition off their turnovers. So they rely strongly on their defense, and what they make people do.
Man, I'm not sure if it was the last time you played. Kamiko basically saved the game for you guys.
2 games
yeah.
ago. Two games ago.
This is a game. She has such a tight handle with the ball. This is a game you could really use her in it because it's hard to strip her of the ball.
Well, we could use her in every game. So don't just isolate it to this
Yes.
game. Yeah, she's going to have to step up and do big things for us. I tell her that, and I think she's coming in her own. She's understanding where her place is on this team and where she thinks she's needed, and she's been very consistent the last couple of games.
What are you looking for out of Bashir, maybe more than she's already shown this season?
I think Bashar is I just want her to continue doing what she's doing. Just be steady, be solid. Play with a big heart, play with high energy. She shouldn't feel any type of pressure because I think she just goes out and plays the game and she loves to play, and I think it shows on the court.
You sense she is, maybe?
Not at all.
No? Okay.
Not at all. I think she's playing the game that she loves, and how she plays it, and it's how she plays it's very good.
Just sort of out of the context of this, Coach Law, you hired her, and you may have been asked this before, but just hiring somebody with that much head coaching experience, I mean, it says a lot about you and maybe your comfort here, that you're comfortable with somebody that's been through the battle a little bit.
That doesn't. That was a bonus for me because I've been taught. Through Pat, I think you rely on your assistant. I rely on the assistants so much, and Jolette's brought so many different dimensions. She's been there. She's done that. So I rely a lot on her as far as her knowledge and her opinion and what she's been through. And look, I'm trying to teach these young ladies to do the right things and to win basketball games. And if I can get something from her and pull something from her, that's a bonus for me.
Now, we're about the same age, but these players may not remember that MC Hammer video.
You can't touch this? Yeah.
Too legit to quit.
Too legit, that's right. Too legit to quit. Yeah, she's performed it. She still remembers it. I don't know. We all may struggle with it, but she's a superstar. She's with the Harlem Globetrotters, and I can't touch her. I can't. She tells me you can't touch this all the time, so I can't.
She ain't got a pair of those parachute pants hanging up in her locker or anything, does she?
Well, she has still those long Harlem Globetrotter pants that are striped with the stars around. She comes out spinning the ball every once in a while, but other than that, she acts like she didn't do anything.